Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to speak to the heart of every woman who has ever wondered where the line is drawn between love and sacrifice. Love is a powerful force, a divine gift that can transform lives, but it should never come at the expense of your God-given identity. You were created to thrive, not just survive in love. And so I want to share 5 things a woman should never do for love. First, a woman should never compromise her core values. Your values are the foundation of who you are. They guide your decisions, your beliefs, and your life's path. The right person will respect and align with those values, not ask you to forsake them. If someone ever asks you to betray what you stand for, that's not love. That's manipulation. You can bend without breaking, but never let someone reshape you into something you're not. Second, a woman should never lose her independence. Being in love doesn't mean losing yourself in someone else's shadow. God gave you unique gifts, talents, and dreams to pursue. Don't let love steal the independence that makes you the incredible person you are. The right partner will support your strength, not be intimidated by it. They'll walk beside you, not ahead or behind. Third, never sacrifice your self-respect for the sake of love. Respect is the cornerstone of any relationship. If you're constantly compromising your dignity to make someone else happy, you're giving away a piece of your soul. You deserve a love that honors you, cherishes you, and lifts you higher. Don't let anyone dim the light God placed in you. Fourth, a woman should never endure emotional neglect in the name of love. Love is a two-way street. It's about giving and receiving. If you're pouring all your energy into someone who isn't pouring back, you'll soon find yourself drained, empty, and wondering where you went wrong. Real love fills you up. It doesn't leave you hollow. Lastly, never forget your dreams for the sake of love. God placed those dreams in your heart for a reason. They are part of your purpose, your destiny. The right love will inspire you to chase those dreams, not abandon them. A supportive partner will fan the flames of your ambition, not extinguish them. Ladies, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are a masterpiece, created with purpose and filled with potential. Love should never ask you to trade your worth for its presence. True love honors, supports, and cherishes you for who you are. It doesn't demand that you shrink, but encourages you to grow. So remember, as you navigate the journey of love, hold fast to your values, your independence, your self-respect, your emotional well-being, and your dreams. Because a woman who knows her worth is a woman who will never settle for anything less than a love that's worthy of her. Compromising core values is a choice no one should make, especially in the pursuit of love. Your core values are the foundation of who you are, shaped by your upbringing, experiences, and the principles that guide your life. They define your sense of right and wrong, influence your decisions, and determine how you interact with the world around you. When you compromise these values, you chip away at the very essence of your identity. Why is it love should never require such a sacrifice? Instead, it should embrace, respect, and honor those values, building a relationship on mutual understanding and shared principles. When someone asks you to compromise your core values, it's often a sign that they are prioritizing their desires over your well-being. This dynamic creates an imbalance where one person's needs are met at the expense of the other's integrity. Relationships thrive on equality and mutual respect, not on one-sided concessions. Compromising your values to please someone else may provide temporary harmony, but it leads to long-term resentment and dissatisfaction. It is a betrayal of self that can erode your confidence, leaving you questioning your worth and your decisions. Standing firm in your values does not mean you are inflexible or unwilling to grow. Instead, it signifies strength and clarity about who you are. It means that you understand the difference between healthy compromise, which allows for collaboration and shared decision-making, and sacrificing your principles, which diminishes your sense of self. A partner who truly loves and respects you will see your values as an integral part of what makes you unique and will never ask you to compromise them. Instead, they will work to align with them, recognizing that shared values are the cornerstone of a meaningful and enduring relationship. The temptation to compromise your core values often arises when fear takes hold, fear of losing someone, fear of being alone, or fear of rejection. It's important to recognize these fears for what they are and confront them with courage. Love born out of fear is not love at all. It is a transaction based on insecurity. True love flourishes when two individuals bring their authentic selves to the relationship, confident in their worth and secure in their identities. This type of love is liberating, not confining. It uplifts rather than diminishes. Compromising your values for love often leads to a cycle of dissatisfaction. Each concession creates a ripple effect, making it easier to let go of another principle until you no longer recognize yourself. Over time, this erodes trust and authenticity within the relationship. By staying true to your values, you set a standard for how you wish to be treated and what you expect from a partner. This clarity fosters healthy boundaries, mutual respect, and a deeper connection built on trust and authenticity. When you honor your values, you demonstrate to yourself and others that you are worthy of a love that respects and cherishes you for who you are. By doing so, you attract relationships that align with your true self and lead to fulfillment and lasting happiness. Losing independence for the sake of love is a sacrifice that carries profound consequences, both visible and unseen. Independence is not just about being self-sufficient. It's about maintaining a sense of identity, autonomy, and personal freedom. It reflects your ability to make decisions, pursue your goals, and live life on your terms. Love, when it is healthy and empowering, should enhance your independence rather than diminish it. A relationship built on mutual respect and understanding thrives when both partners bring their whole selves to the table, unburdened by the need to relinquish personal freedoms. Sacrificing independence often begins subtly with small concessions that feel insignificant at the moment. Perhaps it's setting aside your hobbies to spend more time with a partner or deferring your career aspirations to prioritize their needs. While compromise is a natural part of any relationship, the line between compromise and surrendering independence is crossed when these decisions leave you feeling diminished or unfulfilled. Over time, the accumulation of these sacrifices can lead to a loss of self, where your identity becomes so intertwined with the relationship that you forget who you were before it began. Independence is essential because it fosters growth, confidence, and self-worth. It enables you to explore your passions, pursue your dreams, and contribute to the relationship from a place of abundance rather than lack. When you maintain your independence, you model self-respect, demonstrating to your partner and yourself that your individuality is valuable and worth preserving. This creates a dynamic where both individuals can thrive together without feeling constrained or overshadowed by the relationship. Relinquishing independence for love can also create unhealthy dynamics. A partner who expects you to sacrifice your autonomy may be operating from a place of control, insecurity, or possessiveness. In such relationships, the imbalance of power can lead to resentment, frustration, and a sense of entrapment. True love is not about control or dominance. It's about supporting each other's growth, celebrating individuality, and fostering an environment where both partners feel free to be themselves. A relationship that stifles independence is not love. It is dependency masquerading as affection. Fear often plays a significant role in the decision to let go of independence. Fear of abandonment, rejection, or being perceived as unlovable can push someone to sacrifice their autonomy in an attempt to keep the relationship intact. However, love born from fear is fragile and unsustainable. It creates a cycle of insecurity where self-worth becomes tied to the approval of a partner rather than stemming from within. Breaking free from this cycle requires courage and self-awareness, as well as a commitment to valuing oneself as an individual first and foremost. Maintaining independence within a relationship doesn't mean keeping your partner at arm's length or refusing to make compromises. It means ensuring that your choices, passions, and identity remain intact. It means recognizing that love should complement your life, not define it. Independence is a foundation for a healthy, vibrant relationship, allowing both partners to bring their best selves to the table and grow together without losing their individuality. And the last, when independence is preserved, love becomes a source of strength and joy, empowering you to flourish both as a partner and as an individual. And so We work. Self-respect is the cornerstone of a person's identity, shaping how they perceive themselves and how they allow others to treat them. Sacrificing self-respect for love may seem like an act of devotion, but in reality, it erodes the very foundation of a healthy relationship and personal well-being. Love, in its truest form, should elevate and affirm your self-worth, not require you to compromise it. When self-respect is set aside, the relationship dynamic often shifts, leading to a loss of balance, fulfillment, and genuine connection. Sacrificing self-respect often begins subtly, with decisions made in the name of love that contradict personal values or boundaries. It might involve tolerating disrespectful behavior, overlooking repeated violations of trust, or accepting treatment that diminishes your worth. While forgiveness and understanding are vital in relationships, allowing patterns of disrespect to persist sends the message that your feelings and dignity are secondary. Over time, this erodes confidence, leaving a person feeling undervalued and unworthy of the respect they deserve. The decision to set aside self-respect often stems from fear of being alone, of losing a partner, or of not being enough. These fears can create a mindset where love becomes conditional, something to be earned through sacrifice rather than something freely given. This mindset not only damages self-esteem, but also sets the stage for unhealthy relationships where one partner's needs consistently outweigh the other's. Genuine love does not require you to diminish yourself to maintain the connection. Instead, it should inspire mutual respect and honor for each person's individuality. And this law says that love may be multifaceted and requires a relationship in which self-respect is compromised can become toxic, fostering resentment, dependency, and emotional pain. When one person sacrifices their dignity to keep the peace or to please their partner, it creates an imbalance of power. The partner who demands or accepts such sacrifices may take the other's concessions for granted, perpetuating a cycle where their needs and desires are prioritized above all else. This dynamic not only harms the individual who has compromised their self-respect, but also undermines the integrity of the relationship itself. Maintaining self-respect within a relationship requires establishing and upholding clear boundaries. It involves recognizing your worth, advocating for your needs, and refusing to tolerate behaviors that undermine your dignity. While this can be challenging, particularly in relationships where patterns of disrespect have already taken root, reclaiming self-respect is essential for personal growth and healthy connections. Boundaries are not acts of selfishness. They are expressions of self-love and a commitment to ensuring that relationships are built on mutual respect and care. True love thrives when both partners respect themselves and each other. It involves celebrating each other's strengths, supporting one another through challenges, and fostering an environment of trust and understanding. A relationship grounded in respect allows both individuals to flourish, creating a bond that is resilient, fulfilling, and deeply meaningful. When self-respect is honored, love becomes a force that empowers rather than diminishes, a source of joy that enhances life without compromising the essence of who you are. Emotional neglect in a relationship can be one of the most isolating and painful experiences. It occurs when one partner disregards the emotional needs of the other, leaving them feeling unseen, unheard, and undervalued. Enduring such neglect in the name of love is not a testament to strength or loyalty, but rather an erosion of self-worth and emotional well-being. Love should be a source of mutual support and connection, not a space where one partner feels abandoned in their vulnerabilities. When emotional neglect is present, the affected individual often finds himself longing for acknowledgement, validation, or even a simple expression of care. They may begin to question their worth, wondering if their feelings or desires are too much, or if they are somehow unworthy of attention. This self-doubt can lead to a cycle of silence, where the neglected partner suppresses their needs to avoid conflict or further disappointment. Over time, this can diminish their sense of identity and create an emotional chasm in the relationship. Emotional neglect stems from a lack of awareness or emotional capacity on the part of the neglectful partner. They might not recognize the importance of emotional connection or struggle with expressing their own feelings, let alone responding to someone else's. While such challenges can sometimes be addressed through open communication and a shared commitment to growth, they should never be an excuse for ignoring a partner's emotional needs. A relationship requires effort and intention from both individuals, and neglect is not a foundation on which love can thrive. The effects of enduring emotional neglect can manifest in various aspects of life, extending beyond the relationship itself. It can lead to feelings of loneliness, anxiety, and even depression. The individual may begin to withdraw from other relationships or activities, feeling as though they are carrying the weight of the partnership alone. Their energy and focus can become consumed by trying to fix the relationship or understand what went wrong, leaving little room for self-care or personal growth. Choosing to stay in a situation where emotional neglect is ongoing often feels like walking a tightrope. The neglected partner might hold on to moments of connection, however fleeting, as evidence of potential change. They may cling to the hope that things will improve, or they may justify the neglect as a temporary phase. While hope is a powerful motivator, it is essential to recognize when it becomes an anchor, keeping someone in a place of pain rather than progress. Healthy love values emotional presence and support. It involves active listening, empathy, and the willingness to show up for each other even in difficult moments. It is about making space for vulnerability and ensuring that both partners feel valued and respected. Enduring emotional neglect does not strengthen a relationship. It weakens it by allowing a pattern of disregard to take root. True love inspires growth, both as individuals and as partners, and it thrives in an environment where emotional needs are recognized, validated, and cherished. A woman's dreams are an intrinsic part of her identity, a reflection of her aspirations, talents, and the unique potential she brings to the world. When she chooses to set aside her dreams for the sake of love, it can feel like an act of devotion at first. Yet over time, this sacrifice can lead to a deep sense of loss, unfulfillment, and even resentment. Love should never require anyone to abandon their passions or suppress their ambitions. True love celebrates and nurtures individual growth, creating a space where both partners can thrive. When a woman forgets her dreams in the name of love, it often stems from a desire to prioritize her partner's needs or the relationship itself. She may feel that focusing on her goals could strain the partnership or divert attention from shared responsibilities. While compromise is a natural part of any relationship, consistently sidelining her own dreams creates an imbalance. It sends a message that her aspirations are secondary, not just to her partner, but also to herself. This dynamic can erode her sense of self-worth and leave her questioning her place in the relationship. Dreams are not just lofty ambitions. They are sources of inspiration, motivation, and joy. They provide purpose and direction, fueling personal growth and resilience. When a woman suppresses her dreams, she risks losing touch with the very things that make her feel alive and authentic. Over time, this disconnection can manifest as feelings of emptiness or frustration, not just with her partner, but also with herself. She may begin to question why she let go of the things that once brought her so much passion and fulfillment. Sacrificing her dreams for love often sets a precedent in the relationship. It can create an expectation that her needs and desires will always take a back seat to those of her partner. This dynamic is not sustainable and can lead to resentment on both sides. Her partner may come to rely on her selflessness, unintentionally taking her sacrifices for granted, while she grapples with feelings of being undervalued and unseen. In healthy relationships, both partners should feel empowered to pursue their goals while supporting one another along the way. A woman's dreams are not just about personal achievement, they also contribute to the richness of her relationships. When she is fulfilled and inspired, she brings that positive energy into her partnership, enriching the connection. Her dreams can serve as a source of mutual inspiration, encouraging her partner to chase their aspirations as well. Relationships built on a foundation of mutual respect and encouragement create a dynamic where both individuals can grow together rather than one at the expense of the other. Choosing to hold on to her dreams is not an act of selfishness. It is an act of self-respect and self-love. A woman who remains true to her aspirations sends a powerful message to her partner and to the world that she values her unique potential and recognizes the importance of living authentically. In turn, this authenticity fosters deeper connections, greater understanding, and a partnership built on shared strength and mutual support. Dreams are not meant to be forgotten for love. They are meant to be pursued with